Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing another book haul. I think this is going to still be in August because I acquired a lot of books. They're pretty much all from BookOutlet for this one because I made a huge order right before they started that sale, of course. So let's just go quickly through the books because I have a lot to talk about. I already know there's more books coming to my house, so there's gonna be another one at some point soon. Probably early September is when I'll post that one. So the first book I got is going to be Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb. This is the third book in the Live Ship Trader series, but this is the wrong edition. I ordered the editions that would match all of my other books, but this one is the book club edition, and it didn't say it on there, so they refunded my purchase price. I ended up getting it for free. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not because I will be purchasing the one that matches my other books. Like, look at that. How annoying is that? It just gets like an inch shorter, and I hate it. So I'll definitely be rebuying the third book in the edition that I actually want. But until then, if I want to read it sooner rather than later, when I actually get the edition I want, I'll just read it out of this one. But I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up getting rid of this book club edition. I'll probably sell it to a used bookstore or something like that and get credit. So I got it though. And the only other book that wasn't from BookOutlet is going to be Soul Eater by Michelle Paver. This is the third book in the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series, which I've only read the first book, but I loved it so much that I bought the second two. This one took a little while longer than the second book in the series, so the second book in the series was in my last book haul, but this one had to wait. It follows a boy named Torak who finds out that he can communicate with a wolf pup, and the wolf pup is basically like his spirit guide and is going to help him protect the tribes of the people that live near him. It's set 6,000 years ago, and it's not set in any specific place, but the way that the timing and daylight hours and everything like that, I think it's set more in a Scandinavian area, which I originally thought it was Native American, so that was my bad, but it doesn't really change how much I love the story, so. Now all the rest of the books were from BookOutlet. I made a purchase of like 11 books or something like that, so let's just get started. The first book I picked up is Blackbirds by Chuck Wendig. This is the author of the Heartlanders trilogy, which I read and really enjoyed, so I figured I would continue along with some of his other works. This one follows a girl named Miriam, and she is able to tell exactly when someone is going to die when she touches them, and then she touches some guy. She sees how he's going to die, and he's going to die in 1 month, and he's going to be screaming her name. Then she assumes that she will be dead right after that, and so she's trying to protect herself from this fate. I think this is actually a trilogy, and I know the second book is on BookOutlet as well, but I wanted to give this one a try first to see if I liked it. I think I will because I really like his writing, but we shall see. The next book I picked up is The Silver by Tanya Huff. This is a standalone fantasy novel that follows this girl who's a mage and this werewolf type person who is the younger brother of the pack leader, and the pack leader is away protecting the lands in some other conflict, and the alpha female of the pack, I think, is kidnapped or something like that, and so these two go on a mission to save the alpha female, and I thought it sounded really interesting, and so I think that I'm going to really enjoy it. I haven't read too many werewolf books. I'm gonna give this one a go and see how I feel. I also picked up Dragon on Trial by Tui T. Sutherland and Carrie Sutherland. They're two sisters, and Tui T. Sutherland is the author of the Wings of Fire series, which is a middle grade series with dragons that I really enjoy, and so I picked up the first book and I've read it since then. I don't like the Menagerie series as much as I like the Wings of Fire series, but I still find it enjoyable. It's quick middle grade, younger middle grade, so younger readers are still able to read this without fearing that it's going to be too violent or anything. The first book follows a boy who finds a griffin cub that has escaped from this menagerie, and then he and the daughter of the caretaker of the menagerie go on a journey to find all the other griffin cubs. This is just a continuation of that story, so I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil the first book or anything like that, but yep, I will be reading this one at some point soon as well. Next, I picked up Proxy by not Jack London. Next, I picked up Proxy by Alex London. This follows two boys. One is the son of someone really wealthy, and in this world, you can pay for someone else to receive your punishments. So if he breaks a law or he does something bad, then his proxy is the one that gets punished. The two boys end up fleeing at some point. I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm excited to find out. I saw Alex London at YALLFest last year, and he was pretty funny, so I'm interested in reading some of his books. And he writes under 2 different names. He writes under Alex London, and then I think he writes under C. Alexander London, which is his middle grade books. So I'm going to try out his YA first, and then if I like it, move into some of the other things that he's written. I also bought Have a Little Faith by Mitch Albom. I actually bought this as a gift for one of my friends. He's absolutely obsessed with Mitch Albom, and this is the only book by him that he hasn't read and doesn't own yet. So I figured I'd pick this up and give it to him as a gift, because why not? That's what friends do. This one follows Mitch Albom, I think, connecting with a rabbi or something like that. I know it has to do with faith and stuff like that, so yep, I hope he enjoys it. I also got The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. This is the second book in the Bone Season series. I think that's what it's called. This one's actually really dirty. Like, I don't know if you can actually see it, but the cover is just really, really dirty, which is kind of disappointing. But I read the first book last year, I believe, and it wasn't my favorite ever, but a lot of my friends absolutely love the series, so I'm wondering if I just wasn't in the mood for the first book at the time of reading it, and I'm thinking that I might like this book more when I read it, so we'll see. The series follows a girl named Paige Mahoney, and she is what's called clairvoyant. In this world, there are tons of different types of clairvoyant people, and she is able to, I think, travel outside of her body with her spirit. I'm a little bit foggy on some of the other types of clairvoyance, but I have a really good memory of what happened, like plot-wise. So I should be jumping into this one and seeing if I like the series better. Now that I've grown a little bit and matured a little bit more, maybe I will appreciate the series more. I bought Battle Mage by Stephen Arion. I don't know if that's how you say this, but this is an epic fantasy book that follows 3 different characters. One is a battle mage, one is a regular soldier that fights on the ground, and the other one is a princess that has to sacrifice something. I was really intrigued by the cover, and I don't mind Orbit paperbacks. They're actually some of my favorite paperbacks. I do not mind getting Orbit ones because they're super floppy, and I don't know, they're just a pleasure to read. But I wanted to try this one out because I haven't heard that many people read it yet, and I think it'll be something that I enjoy. Again, I don't buy books that I don't think I'll enjoy, but I think that I'll enjoy this one as well. And the last 4 books are all from the same collection. First, I got The Call of the Wild by Jack London. I actually started reading this book already, and it is about a mixed dog that is dog-napped and then sent and sold to a dog sledder, and it's just about his journey. I haven't gotten too far. I'm about 34 pages in. It's only 120 something pages, so I should be finishing this one pretty soon, but I'm liking it so far, and I've been wanting to read more books with dogs in it, and this also fulfills my around the year and 52 books challenge for reading something with a hobby of mine, which is obviously Nook and adventuring with Nook. I also picked up Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I've read Peter Pan before. I have another copy of it, but I wanted to start collecting these Puffin Classics editions. So I also got The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and I also got The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Never read this one, but now I've got 4 of them, and I'll be able to kind of start making a classics collection. I've been wanting to buy more classics and get into classics, but I haven't decided on what editions I want to collect. So I think for the children's books, I'm going to collect these ones. I know there's tons more classics, but I just had to make the plunge and start getting some of them. And then I think I'm gonna end up collecting the Penguin cloth-bound editions of classics because I really like those covers, and they have a lot of classics in those editions, because I don't want to have all these random different types of editions. I'd like to kind of stick with 1 or 2 or maybe 3. I decided to start collecting these. So that's everything that's going to be in this book haul. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if any of these books should be highly prioritized by me. Or if you have any other suggestions on different classics collections that you think that I might enjoy, leave those down below as well. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.